What's that, mate?
I do a YouTube channel about men's fragrances.
Oh, really?
So I'm filming some fragrance bottles with a nice background, and then when I get home I'll overdub my commentary on what's good about them.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do for a job.
Creed and what else?
They're all Creed. I'm doing my top 5 Creed for summer. So we've got Himalaya, Original Vetiver, and various other ones.
Oh, right, okay.
So if you type Mr. Smelly into YouTube, you can subscribe.
Oh, brilliant.
It ain't the most successful channel, but yeah.
I thought it was going to be like some sort of alcohol or cocktail.
Later on I'll be doing that, but right now, just it's nice to meet you, Mr. Smelly.
Okay,
Subscribe, give me a comment. Dan's the name anyway.
Okay, wish you all the best.
Have a nice evening, bye.
Hello folks, today we're going to look at my current top 5 favourite Creed fragrances for summer. There's one of them. Before we get into this list, I would like you to remember that if you want to get fragrance samples in the USA, Canada and Puerto Rico, please go to myfragrancesamples.com. There is a link in the description. That is my recommended place for you guys over there, and they have an amazing range of designer and niche scents. Link in the description. Okay, fragrances for the summertime from the famous house of Creed. Great house for the fresh fragrances which do work well in the summer, and we're at Rochester Castle in Kent today. And we are first of all going to go with Neroli Sauvage. I think this was a mid-90s release. Really, really interesting fragrance. Not the best performance. I really love the fantastic lemon verbena accord in this one. Very much a classic citrus eau de cologne style fragrance, but it has something of the Creed je ne sais quoi. I think a little, maybe that little ambergris thing in the base. They've got this signature kind of ambergris accord, which I do get in the dry down of this one. So if you like things like Neroli, orange blossom, bright orangey citrus notes with white musks, cedarwood, and a hint of that Creed ambergris, it's superb. Now, we have Original Vetiver. I think this one's really good. Of course, compared very much to Mugler Cologne, which is much more affordable and does smell 85% as good. A little bit more magic about this one. Original Vetiver, then, a really, really classy, soapy fragrance. It is green. It, again, has some neroli accords in there, and it just basically smells like an extremely expensive and nice bar of soap. It's almost like an anti-fragrance. It doesn't really smell like a rich perfume of any kind, but it is incredibly versatile and refreshing, and an antidote to any feeling of clamminess or any hint that one might be smelling a little bit sticky. Of course, the first thing to do is just to make sure you smell clean before you apply any fragrance, but I really think Original Vetiver a great option. Of course, these fragrances are expensive, and I'm not going to list the prices because it depends where you are in the world. Look for them on reputable grey market dealers, and you can get some good deals on these. So Original Vetiver, I think, works really, really nicely in the summertime. Here's one we don't hear enough about, Himalaya. Himalaya is absolutely lovely. This one is supposed to evoke the crisp, cold air of the Himalayan mountain, so I guess that's not such a summery vibe, but it really does well in the summertime. So it's fresh, it's aromatic. Again, it has citrus accords in the opening, herbal tones, and this kind of metallic, kind of a metallic accord in there, perhaps that kind of ozonic air type vibe, minerals and stuff evoked somehow skillfully in the fragrance here. It's really, really complex and interesting, I find. Good performance on this one. Original Vetiver average. This one the best performer so far, and I say check out Himalaya. Here we go. Next up, we've got Virgin Island Water. This is outstanding for the summertime. Essentially, you will smell lime and coconut in this one. There's also jasmine in there. There's supposed to be a bay rum note, but I don't smell that at all. Or is it white rum? White rum, okay. They're just kind of they're trying to conjure up the image of a cocktail or something with white rum that you might have in a Caribbean holiday, which is absolutely fine. Beautiful lime and coconut combination, again with that certain je ne sais quoi of the Creed dry down in there. I really, really enjoy this one. Virgin Island Water, super versatile. But of course, you can wear that to the office, I say. But it really is a great summer holiday scent, as the name would tend to suggest. Okay, so next up, Royal Water. Royal Water, again, a classic citrus aromatic. I think it was 1997 release. The addition of a mint note to a classic citrus aromatic type fragrance is the standout feature of this one. It is a really, really beautiful, crisp, refreshing fragrance with this green, minty undertone to it, and again, some crisp white woods in the base. I really enjoy Royal Water. It's a little bit more in the vein of maybe something like Neroli Sauvage, but a slightly enriched and more complex cousin to that one, and the addition of the mint note makes it really, really beautiful. Try this one out. It seems to be the unloved fragrance from the house. It gets almost no attention. Royal Water is absolutely brilliant. Here's my favourite though. for me, the number one, these are not in any particular order, but I have to go for Irolfa. This one has the crisp, fresh citrus opening with the mandarin and the bergamot notes in there. It also has this kind of sea spray accord, whether that's coming... Where do those go? I don't know how they make them. I don't know how they bloody do this stuff, but it does have this feeling as if you are eating a fruit salad on a boat and being splashed in the face by the seawater, which has just been splashed by a dolphin, okay? Something like that. So it's got citrusy, fruity accords with a great ozonic kind of sea air thing in there, and again this very classic Creed dry down that I think does include a little bit of that magical ambergris. It is super fresh. It is one of them. It's probably the freshest and most zesty, and it's got, if you like, the most top note vibe. If you think of the EQ, it's the higher frequencies that are being accented on that one, and it is a superb antidote to the high heat and a very classy fragrance. Finally today we'll talk about my wristwatch of the day. Not really, I don't have hundreds of wristwatches, so you've seen it before if you watch a lot of my videos when I do watches occasionally at the end. It's the Omega Seamaster, the 40mm version of the Quartz Seamaster from around about the very late 80s, this one. You could also get a 36mm size, a bit harder to find. The 40mm, of course, long discontinued. There's an even more rare automatic version, but I'll settle for the Quartz one. It's Quartz because it has a battery rather than working by clockwork, hence you can see the hand ticking each second rather than sweeping smoothly as we might prefer. We'll leave it there. Remember, please subscribe to this channel if you liked the content, or even if you didn't. See you in the next video. Bye bye.